Hello, I am AJ from Icicle, and today I'll be walking you through how Icicle can help your business set up, maintain, track, and document your ongoing COVID-19 prevention and control system. So let's get started. We know that the pandemic has presented a huge challenge for food businesses like yours. This video will cover each of the major steps involved in how to establish your new plan as quickly and effectively as possible. We will show you how the Icicle Food ERP system will help you to Step 1. Define your overall COVID-19 prevention and control program using region-specific requirements. Step 2. Establish and customize your standard procedures from our templates to make sure all of your needs are covered. Step 3. Implement and document your new procedures as part of your regular workflow. Step 4. Train and track your employees on the new procedures. Step 5. Establish employee and visitor screening records. Step 6. We will show you how to action and track corrective procedures in the event of an incident. And Step 7, grant mobile access to your plans and records for inspectors and others who might need access while limiting the need for physical interaction. So let's dive in and take a look at how Icicle can help you stay ahead of any COVID-related incidents and help you get up and running again in a safe and responsible manner. Step 1, define your program requirements. The first step to ensuring that you are operating safely and effectively is to figure out exactly what safe operation looks like. Icicle already has a number of different regional guidelines built directly into the system for you to use and reference when building out your new procedures. Once you have the programs designated and in place, you can review the guidelines that have been put forward by the governing body and see where you are already in compliance and what areas may require new procedures to enable your business to continue safely and maintain best practices as you continue to work. You can review any of the prerequisite program details or program requirements that you need to meet right within Icicle, and then review any procedures associated with them quickly and easily. If your current regulatory needs are not already entered in your Icicle system, we will gladly work with you to check your regional specifications and ensure the plans uploaded to your operations reflect the needs of your business to move forward. Once that is completed, we can then begin assessing your procedures to ensure that they are meeting your program requirements. Step 2. Establish and customize your procedures for COVID-19. Once you have your program requirements in place, we can start customizing and building out your procedures to ensure that all of your program needs are being met and tracked as you move forward. Icicle has already worked to build out templates that cover your general needs for your COVID response, and we can work with you to ensure that they are properly customized for your operations, instead of having to build out your whole new plan from the ground up. Our templates are easily adaptable to your specifications, and we can double check to help you avoid any missteps along the way. One key aspect of this will be identifying any areas that will be more likely to have a virus-related incident or an area where transmission is likely to occur. In Icicle, these are defined as cross-contamination points and can be attached to the documentation for easy monitoring incident preparedness, with built-in incident response steps, including actions to be taken, stakeholders to inform, or regulatory bodies to report to in order for quick, efficient, and safe incident response. As much as creating those procedures and following them will be your best defense against any possible COVID-related issues in your operations, Icicle can also help you implement those procedures with ease, as well as document and record your adherence to those procedures for any inspectors or auditors to audit and review to ensure compliance. Step 3. Implementing and documenting your new procedures as part of your regular workflow. Now that your program is defined and your procedures are laid out, Icicle will easily begin collecting all of your documentation for your inspections, testing, and maintenance of those procedures. Icicle has already developed templates for common inspections you may need to do as part of your new procedures, and can easily change and adapt them to meet your particular needs. Once those are established, Icicle will be able to immediately link them to your procedures and your procedures to your overall programs, so that every time you carry out any of your inspections or tests, they're tracked and accessible from every level of your plan. Not only does Icicle track those practices, it also accounts for deviations and records who is performing the inspections, when they are being performed, and also links any tasks or corrective actions that arise during each individual inspection for easy reference and traceability. After you have all of your operational needs defined and agreed upon and ready for implementation, Icicle also helps ensure that your employees are easily brought up to speed on their new responsibilities. Step 4. Train and track your employees on the new procedures. With all of your procedures and documentation in place, Icicle will also be able to track which of your employees has been trained on your new workplace requirements. There are multiple ways to catalog your employee training, but the most direct and easily referenceable way to do so is from your procedures page. Once the plan is in place, you can easily run your employees through it with quick reference to the new practices and documents and how to access them, as well as their place in the overall program right from the procedure page. From there, you can also log employee training and have a supervisor or project champion verify the learning moving forward. Not only are you able to do that on the spot, but the training needs can also be assigned as tasks within the system for self-directed learning on the part of your employee that can easily be tracked and followed up on, as well as scheduling retraining at necessary intervals. Step 5. Establish employee and visitor screening records. Once your employees have been brought up to speed, or during the implementation, Icicle also has a built-in screening feature to allow you to monitor anybody in the workplace, whether employees or visitors. With our screening record interface, you are able to establish a series of questions to ask anyone entering your work environment to assess the possible likelihood of contamination. Icicle has a built-in template with questions regarding possible symptoms and their associated level of risk. Questions can be weighted based on the risk level of a positive response or designated as an automatic fail. Responses are then logged by the system and color-coded based on the safety level of the worker or visitor, with suggested actions given based on their response. With all of that in place, you can dramatically reduce the possibility of a contamination incident within your facility. But if such an event occurs, Icicle is also there to help you make sure you are able to get on top of it as quickly and effectively as possible. Step 6. How to action and track corrective procedures in the event of an incident. With your plan in place and operational, and your employees trained and up to date and aware of the protocols to follow in the event of an incident, it is simple and straightforward to take the necessary steps to control an incident and organize your team immediately with Icicle. Within Icicle, we have the incident tracking interface, as well as predefined templates that cover the actions that need to be taken. From within the Icicle platform, you're not only able to see the steps needed, but you are able to delegate those tasks to the needed people or teams, set timelines to follow, identify the cause of the initial incident, as well as define any future preventative measures that need to be taken. After that has all been assigned, you can easily assess the progress of each member's responsibilities, adjust plans as the situation develops while communicating with your team, document all of the actions taken, and provide safe planning and work that needs to be done to avoid a repeat of the same incident in the future through assigning and tracking work orders for your maintenance and work safety teams. But one of the best ways to avoid possible contamination is to limit the number of people needed on site during your operations. Step 7. Establish mobile access. With Icicle, many tasks vital to your safe operation can be performed remotely, which will prevent possible contamination points, as well as reduce the overall number of people present and reduce the scope of any incident that might occur. After setting up defined roles and profiles within the system, many inspections and audits can be done from anywhere with an internet connection. With the recent rise in cases related to food inspections, Icicle provides an extra layer of defense by not only allowing your employees and coworkers access to your plans and documentation, but also allowing remote access to inspectors of your regulatory body to remotely review your plans, provide feedback, and assess your documentation for clarity and compliance with standards in place. This level of engagement and transparency will allow a greater degree of communication and ease when updating and complying with any inspectors or auditors who will be evaluating your plans and adherence to them from afar, keeping your whole operation safely under the umbrella of their review while limiting the possible spread of the virus or any other issues that may arise. We understand that it is more important today than ever to support the Icicle community during this difficult time and to look toward the future. Our team is here for you, providing pandemic-related support at no charge. Get in touch with our support team now and be safe during COVID-19 with Icicle.